Welcome back again to the channel. I do Agri. We're in the workshop today and we're going to be making some 1:32 scale model farm gates. I have all the material I need here, some 3mm steel, very easy to bend this stuff. It's usually used for tying up small bits of steel in that when it goes for dipping, getting galvanized, so it's very easy to bend and you should be able to weld little tack welds to it. I also have some other steel here for just making the jig, some 10mm square bar there and a bit of 10mm round and just a bit of flat plate. I think that's 100mm by about 6mm bit of plate there. It all needs a bit of a clean up, so I do have the angle grinder ready with a flappy disc. That'll get cleaned in just a minute, but this is the first project we're doing here in the workshop since I cleaned it a few weeks ago. It's great to have the space, especially the last few days. The frost is gone and it's just pure misery outside with the rain. No let up to it, so great to have the bit of shelter and the space with all the tools to get cracking at a job like this. So I'll get to cleaning these and we'll go over to the saw as well and chop some bits off of these stock bars. Later, I'll clean all of these up now with the angle grinder. I have my protective shield there. Put that on and just a quick blast through them all. Now I have all those parts cleaned up, just a quick run through with the grinder and you get all the sharp edges and burrs off of them. It also just makes sure that the part is sitting flush with the bit of base metal, so you're welding the part at a 90-degree angle to the base, just from the shape of it. Same with these ones, we want these to be straight, as straight as possible, so gave them a bit of a clean and they're ready to go. I have the jig set up in the orientation I think will work best, so they won't be all used together. It'll be like a 3-step process, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to fire up the welder and we'll start tacking these in place and testing the jig out as we go, see if it works for us. Now, so we have everything ready here. I have my tape measure, a bit of chalk, all the parts are ready and cleaned. The welder is fired up and ready to go, and I have my welding mask there as well. So first I'm just going to mark out the placement of these two bits of steel. So we want them to be 44mm on the outside. That's actually a bit smaller than I thought. Did want to be about there, about 44mm on the outside, and I'll place them about there on the thing. So what I might do, is I'll weld one in there first, and then we can measure the correct placement of the other one. So. No. So we'll mark off a point, make it a ruler behind here. The 44 mil. Just get the square here to square it all up. That's about right. So I just tried to weld on the inside corner there, because we're going to try and bend the gate around that way. So that should be plenty strong there. I will try my go at bending one of these bits of 3mm steel, so I'll just turn that around and now I clamp this down. So I have my bit of 3mm steel here. Do it this way, I won't hit the camera. That's plenty long. Just want just cut this much off of it. Steel. It's a little bit bigger than 50mm, but I'll give that one more go. That's just the first test of it, but you get nice round corner there. Then I'll probably have some marks here on the jig for, you know, the 10 foot, 12 foot, 15 foot gates, and I'll be able to just, you know, quickly mark them off, bring them over to the bolt cutters there and chop them off. But yeah, that's not quite 50mm, it's a bit bigger radius. I didn't get a tight enough radius there on that one. I'll try that one more time. So yeah, they're a bit over 50. Let's see. Alright, so this isn't coming out to 50mm, just leaves a bigger radius when you bend it here. So that was a good test, but we're going to knock one of these off with the hammer. I'll grind it down again, and we'll weld it in about 2mm closer, and that way I should be able to get 50mm on the outside of this led. So I'm about 3mm off, 3-4mm off, so it's not bad, but yeah, I would like the gate to be 50mm tall. So yeah, we'll knock this off. We'll get a hammer. That's done. Alright, so let's try that one more time with the changed. That's a lot better. It's a lot closer to 50 mil. See, we'll make a 15-foot gate, so that is right on the money there. It's 15. I'll probably score that with the angle grinder, as well as the 10, 12 foot, 16 foot, etc. I'll score that in, but just for now, we'll use it as a guide here, so I can mark it there and there, and then I'll bring you over to the quartering place. So I'll just line this in. Bolt cutters does the best job with this small 3mm stuff. I can just break it off. Now that's 15 foot. Now, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the jig working there. What I'm going to do is mark out my 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 and 18 foot increments for the different sized gates, and I'm just going to get the angle grinder and score a little mark into the steel where I scribe those lines. So yeah, we'll measure all of this up. Be enough. grinder. Now that's that, all incremented. I'm going to get my letter and number punches and just scribe in the right number for the right bit of a score there. Now, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 and 18 all scribed in. We'll move on to the next part. Now, we'll just finish up making this jig. So we have these two bits of steel, and we'll just space them by 3 millimeters. I'll get my gate here. So they go in that, and it's just a guide for setting that vertical bar on the gate there. So we'll put these in. I'll get the helmet on. We'll tack these in as well. So I can do it on the ends and on the outside, but obviously not in the center because we want that space to be free. Get our other lad, 3mm spacer. You know, we'll make it a 4mm spacer, just to be sure nothing gets stuck in there or that. Leave it there. Now we'll go and we'll finish off this jig here. So we're going to put these 4 bits just parallel to each other here at the bottom. They'll have 4mm spacers, like that, and they'll all be in line. So yeah, I'll just start off with one. We'll get it square. And in the center. Now we'll get the next one. Just like that, we'll put it there. Now, so we have our jig all done. I'm going to give a go at finishing off this gate. So we'll measure in 75mm. Measurements like this I'll be adding to the jig as well, just so I don't have to measure them. I'll just offer them up against something there on the side of it and mark it away. Now I'll cut this down to about 48mm or so, about 44 maybe. Now, so I have that cut to size, just slot it in there, and she fits quite well. Make sure it's about 90 degrees. We'll get the welder. Now I cut that down to size, we'll just slot it in here, and make sure everything is pretty square on it. Then I'll get my welder and we'll try a very light a very light tack on it. Now that did work well. I got a nice little weld on it that'd be easy to clean up, and it is pretty strong. But I have noticed if it's not lined up before you go to weld it, this stuff is very easy to bend. So there's no bending it back. You'd want to have it all lined up before you go and tack it together. But let's just see. About this. Now, that is looking pretty good. Pretty good. We'll get the measurement here. So we want three 75mm and three 70mm long bars to go across the center, and then we can use this last jig here just to line them all up. So yeah, I'll go over and we'll cut some of these. Three of them. So we have all our parts here. We have a gate. And place these into the jig. And give it another bit of a weld. Now we can weld on our end post, and then we can fill in the rest of the bars. So I'll just place that there. That is that. Place that down again. See how we do for size. Now, so the gate is starting to take shape. Fill in those parts. The end post is on. We'll just fill in this last gap. So I'll drop it into the jig one last time, and we'll weld it up. Now here's the finished product. That's a 15-foot gate, 3mm steel. It is welded. That is the first one made. I will definitely make the process a bit more efficient and get a better finish on the next few. But I'm very happy with how that turned out. The jig worked very well. Easy to make, very simple, all in one piece. I can just throw that aside and pick it out when I need to. But yeah, there's for reference. Alright, now, so that's the end of this video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of the final product. There's the gate, all finished, and we have the post here beside it. That's printed in my 3D printer with a resin, and it has, if you see the profile of it, it has the profile of a H-iron there too. And then you have your sort of clamp-on hanger for the gate. You can assemble it like so, put the gate into the spud, and the hanger will slide on like it would in real life on a bit of a girder. So you can slide that all together. There's your post and your gate. Yeah, of course, the end post comes with all the gates as well as a slamming post. I don't have the slamming post there right now, but it's just a 10mm round post, and it has a hole on both sides, so it would receive 2 gates if you have a double gate setup. But yeah, that's the job. There will be, I think, 15 of these for sale on the website for the time being, just because that's all I have the material for. I'll get them all made up. I'll make 15 foots for now, because that seems to be a good size for a model farm. So yeah, I'll make 15 foots. They're up on the website now, idoagri.ie. Link is in the description. They are €15 for a 15-foot gate as well. And yeah, both posts are included. So that's all. Again, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.